This is Irontrader. It is Thursday morning. So as usual, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at Tesla. And I'm going to show you how nicely it came right down to the old gap fill. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Tesla. Now, just a couple things here before we start here. The State Department looks like they're going to give Tesla $400 million to build a Tesla truck for them, which is all bulletproof and everything, so they can use here for all their big shooters. Okay, so that might be a nice, really good boost up here for your Tesla. So always keep that in mind here. Always look for information. Now, you can see here, as I pointed out this chart, we were just waterfalling down. Okay, your 8-day came over, your 21-day here. But I says, watch for a reaction here on the bottom, because what you get is you get yourself one of those relief rallies. Okay, so what do we have here? You had this low of 325.10. So why did it go there? I said, you point out this candle right here. Okay, this was 326.59. Okay, there's your gap. And then right here, this is your fill at 324.68. Now in pre-market, I actually middle of the night here, it got down to 321, so it actually filled this gap. So this is why you always watch these gaps and these fills here. Now you got to figure Tesla right now is just ripping back higher here again. You're at 344. Okay, so what if you could have bought this? Okay, right there at that 325. Okay, or even yesterday at that 329 level. And now you're sitting at 344 level, okay? How much money could you have made? So always watch these gaps and these fills. Now, if this runs up here and then keeps right on rolling on down here, you always want to watch that 100-day. And then we have this other gap down here, all the way down here at that 275.62 level. And then we have on the high here, the fill is 255.28. And we look to the bottom there at 238.88. And then we have your fill going on there at 218.72. Okay, so we always have another gap in the fill, in case this does get hammered on the way down here. But this one here, this gap and this fill held nicely. Okay, so now we're rallying up here. So yesterday's high, we had a high of 346.40. And today, as to say, real time right now, you're sitting at, let me see here, at 344.85, okay? Yeah, 344.85. Okay, so your target is going to be right here, okay? We always want to look at the top of that candle, looking at 362, but right here is this 8-day at 363.22. Now, this 8-day is probably going to come down a little further here. So as long as this price is below this 8-day, this is a good relief rally, but it's a good scalp. Okay, so yesterday, when we had the CPI number, before we had that, I said, always look for opportunities. Opportunity. Tesla was an opportunity. NVIDIA was an opportunity. Bitcoin was an opportunity. There's always ways to make money here on these big, huge sell-offs. You get in there and you go and you buy it, and then you run it up and you sell it, and you make some money. Okay, now, again here, as long as we're below this 8-day, okay, this is still, very, very bearish. But again, you can get that relief rally from here all the way up here. So now we got to see what's going to happen when it does hit that 8-day. Now, when this opens up, this 8-day is going to be a little bit lower. So just watch that 8-day on a closing basis. Now, again, if you can get above all that, well, then we have a lot of resistance. But your big number is going to be this 21-day, okay? And then we're going to have that 50-day up there, okay? So I'll review this one here probably later today again, and we'll see where we stand here. But always watch these gaps and these fills here for good support levels and good scalping opportunities. Okay, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin. Okay, here we have the old Bitcoin. Now, you can see here, when the futures opened here yesterday, what they tried to do is they tried to get this baby back, and it was actually above that 8-day simple moving average. Now you can see we're back below again. So this 8-day is going to be very, very critical, okay? So you want to watch that 97.038. That's going to be very, very key. Right above that is going to be that 99.373, and then you're going to come right into the old 21-day at 100.871. Now you can see here how your 8-day or 50-day is flattening out. Your 21-day is flattening out. The only thing that isn't flattening out here is this 8-day, and this is still very, very critical that we need to close above, not just pop above here like we have there so far. But so far today, we made a high of 98,440. Yesterday, we had a high of 98,295. So a little bit higher, okay, and we have a little bit lower here. So let's just see how this all shakes out. Now, this we look at this as a descending wedge and possible bull flag situation here. So once this breaks up here, you clear this 50-day and 21-day, then you got no problem reaching the top of this level here, that 102.63, and even all the way up here at that 106.945 here. Very, very easily. Okay, so on the downside here, what you really want to watch is obviously today's low so far here is 95.915, but you really want to watch yesterday's low. Okay, that's at 285. That's going to be very, very critical. Okay, and then what we do is we'll come right over to the bottom of this candle here. You got that 92.745, 92.350, and then we have that retest of 91.455, which is basically just this candle right here. Now, again, if it starts getting hammered or something, then we look to the bottom here at that 89.525, and then we have the old 100-day sitting right on there. Now, I always want to do is point out this gap. I know I've done this many times, but I just want to, as a reminder, always look in case this does get hammered. 86.70, okay, there's your gap, and then 77.930, there's your fill. Gap and fill, just like we had on the old Tesla, came right down to it and then rallied off really nicely. Now, again, a lot of times, you're going to get yourself these relief rallies here when you have that waterfall situation, okay? So, but then again, that's a good trading where you get in and then you get out of that, okay? So today, watch this 8-day, very, very key, at 97.045. We got to see if we can close above, then we can start heading for that 50-day, 21-day, and then once we close above that, then she's going to rip up very, very nicely, okay? But on the downside, just watch yesterday's low, 94.285, very, very key. Now, I'll be looking here for scalps here in the IBIT. Yesterday was a really good scalp there. It got down to 53 and change, and it got all the way up in the 56 range there yesterday. So IBT was a really, really good way to scalp this on the long side. Now, 44 here, okay. This here, you're sitting, that could go either way. Your green is still below your red, but that could curl up here. We're sitting here almost like on this kind of a situation. So once this gets rallying up here, we get above here, this one here could be a really, really nice long. It's going to be a matter of time. It just needs what's called a catalyst. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil. You have natural gas. You can see they're doing just the opposite. Okay, now what we had here on the crude ski here, we had a really nice good rally on up here, okay? This was on that total tariff situation here. Now, we got as high there as that 73.68. What we're looking for was this 73.84 level, okay? So you came in pretty close here now, but now you can see here where that 21-day crossed over. That's never good. The 8-day, you cross over that 50-day. Now we're looking for the whole 100-day. Now, yesterday, we had this huge big ass red candle, okay, all the way on down, and now we can see we have this lower low. Now we came down, we went below that 70.43 level, okay, but so far, oh, what did I do there? Okay, but so far we're holding it, okay. So right now we're holding this key level here. So this is going to be key, that 70.43. Now again, if that is lost here, then we're going to go right to the bottom there at today's low at 70.22. Okay, then what we'll do, what you line up right there, okay, you got 70.12. Okay, and then your next level here is going to be right here is going to be your 69.30 level. Okay, because we have these three candles, 69.30 level, and then we're going to bring this price channel here right across, and then we're going to look right there at that 68.42 level, and then we can just follow the candles all the way on down here. But right now, let's just take a look, and this is what we're be watching there today. Is going to be that 70.43 on a closing basis. That's the key, closing basis. Now, upside, you can see resistance here, 71.39. You can see where it came down to the price channel and then rallied right up into that 100-day and then stopped it cold. 71.39 is going to be key. That's your 100-day, okay? And then right above that, it's got 71.61, and then we have 72.24 level, okay? So these are your key resistance levels at 100-day, the 8-day, and that 50-day, okay? So that's what you're going to be watching on the upside. Downside, just watch that 70.43. If not, we'll go to today's low, that's 70.12.22, and then we go 70 right there, 70.12, and then we come right down into these levels here at that 69.33 level, okay? So once we start breaking this here, this is going to, that 8 days is going to come right on down, and this is going to be right off like a waterfall continuation of what we had going here. Now we have 42. There's no way that this is oversold. This could go way on down here. We're hanging right on the body. You can see where it was trying to curl up here because we had that little bit of a relief rally, but now she's still right there below. Okay, so right now I got my shorty going on here, so I'm going to see how this all going to shake out. Now, natural gas, remember the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. We'll see how that shakes out. But the reason around natural gas is really seasonality is really not in favor of it, but the weather here is just really, really cold. Now, where I am here, it's going to be like in I think 10 degrees here by Sunday, Monday, something like that here. Now, the ski resorts are just loving it. I mean, they have going to have a really long season here this year, maybe all the way till past Easter. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? If it keeps right on snow. Okay, so what we have is here, we just have this nice rising wedge here, but it looks like it just keeps right on rising. Okay, so this was your resistance here like yesterday. Okay, so you see where it went right into that 21 day. Now, today it jumped right on up here. Okay, so what we want to do is let's look at the downside. This is going to be key support level, this 3.58 on a closing basis. That's going to be key. And then what we have here is 3.53 level. That is going to be your 50-day. And then we have your 8-day right below that at 3.42. Now, I always point out, as long as that price is above that 8-day, you're going to go sideways to up, okay? If it's below that 8-day here, like we have here, it's sideways to down kind of a situation, okay? So that's what you want to watch on the downside, is watch this key support 358. Watch that right there, 3.53, and that 8-day at 3.42. Those are all your key levels there of support. Now, upside here is 3.70, okay? So what we're looking for is right at the top of this candle is 3.72. That's going to be your first resistance level. Now, your next level, if it keeps right on rolling, is going to be right here, okay, at 3.82. Then what we do is we'll come right here to the bottom of this candle here. You got 3.86. And then we'll come up here. You got 3.91. Then we have 4.0, and then we have this 4.05 level, okay? So that is going to be your big upside target. As long as we maintain that 21-day, we got a good shot at running this all the way on up here. Now, natural gas, I just trade this here by the every day. I don't hold it overnight here. It's just too fickle. You just never really know. Crude is more predictable than we have in natty gas. But I'll be looking for trades here in the UNG for the long, or KLD there for the old short skis. Okay, but as long as that 21 is made, remains the price above that, then we're looking very, very good here to take this thing higher. But next level, just watch this 372. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, very, very key. So 370, basically a 1, 372. That is your level that we're going to be looking at. Okay. All right. Now you look at here at your RSI 54. They got plenty of room to run upside. And look how nice that green just crossed over that red. Very, very nicely. Just the opposite of what we had in the Crude ski. Okay, I'll be back here at midday trading. Now remember, the PPI number is going to be out today at 8:30. Okay. Now yesterday was great scalping opportunity. So take them downswings there as a buying opportunity to scalp long. I'm not saying you got to go, buy it. Oh, I'm going to go long from here. No, you just scalp the long. Boom. You take the money and you put it in your pocket. Okay. So PPI today at 8:30. The EI report for natural gas will be at 10:30. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.